Hey everybody, in this video we're going to take a look at how we can take the graphics from the Unreal Engine Sports Broadcast Motion Design sample project and broadcast them using Blackmagic hardware. So we're going to actually output via SDI hardware instead of NDI this time. So to do that, I have a Decklink board, in this case it's a Decklink Duo, installed in this computer. And the way this is going to be configured here, if I click on the setup and go to connections, we have two options for the Decklink Duo setup. One is that each Decklink Duo output, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 connectors on this board, can either be an independent SDI connection or they can be paired up, and we want to use the paired version, so the Duo version. So in this case, Decklink Duo 1 is connected to SDI 1 and 2. And what will happen with this configuration, when Unreal Engine sends RGB plus alpha to the Decklink board, one of these SDI outputs will get the red, green, blue, and the other one will get a grayscale alpha. So with this setup, I can go ahead and cancel and set this aside. And now we can set up our Blackmagic output in Unreal Engine. Now, if you've done this before, you're probably used to creating a Blackmagic output asset. But since we're using Rundown, we don't have to do that. All we need to do is go into the broadcast setup for motion design. Now in here we see that this project is set up to output on a channel 0, and by default it's configured to send video over NDI. Now the nice thing about motion design is we can have as many different outputs connected to a single channel as we like. So I can leave this NDI output in place, and I can go to my output devices and look at all the output devices that are available, and that includes my Blackmagic media output. So I'm going to take the Decklink Duo 1 that we just looked at in the setup software and drag that over to my channel 0 and release. And now this Decklink Duo 1 is configured as an output. However, we haven't set up the specifications for the video that needs to stream out of this. So I'm going to go into the details with this selected, and scrolling down, here is the configuration for that Duo. And let me expand that again. And I just want to make sure that I have this set up correctly. So my ATEM is set up, if I go in here, at 1080p 30. So I want to make sure I have that same setup here for the Decklink Duo. I will go into Blackmagic configuration, click here, and I do want to output both fill and key. This way I will get RGB in one SDI output and the grayscale key in the other. We are going to go ahead out the Decklink Duo 1. We'll keep it at single link, HD 1080, progressive, and by default we are set at 60 frames a second. I'm going to knock this down to 30 to match the ATEM, and I don't have an external reference connected, so I'm just going to set this to free run. Okay, I can apply this, and this should be ready to go. So I can click Start All Channels here to activate them, and we should see green lights for both, and that's great. And alternatively, here in the rundown page itself, I can see channel 0 is a green light, so that's going well, and I can stop or start my broadcast channels here. Now currently this graphic is only being displayed in the preview, so if I'd like to take that out to the broadcast, I can expand this and I can either click Take to Program, or I could say Take In. I'm going to go ahead and take to program. We might hear a little bit of a whoosh. Alright, so now if I go back to my broadcast, we can see that this is being broadcast on this channel. So let's take a look at what's going on in the ATEM. Now again, you're seeing me through camera 2, but if I click on camera 4, I should see the red, green, blue from this broadcast here. So clicking that, and sure enough, there we go. We've got our red, green, blue. And then camera 3 should be the grayscale alpha. And there we go. And if I leave this alpha set, and I'm just going to drag this broadcast here so we can see the broadcast channels simultaneously along with our rundown, and I can just use Take Next to move on to the next page in our broadcast. So Take Next, and we see this goes on both the ATEM as well as the broadcast channel. And just to take a look at the RGB, again, I'll go to cam 4, we can see the RGB, and let's take Next. Okay, great. So the graphics are playing out into the ATEM itself, but so far we've only been looking at them independently. Let's go back to Cam 2 and set up these graphics so they can appear over the video that's from Cam 2. Now the most common way to do this is to use the downstream keyer. So what I'll do is scroll in my palettes panel for the ATEM control software and scroll down. I do have a single downstream keyer here. By default it's set up for Media Player 1 and Media Player 1 key. Instead I'm going to change this so that the fill source is coming in from camera 4, that's our RGB, and the key source is going to be coming in under camera 3, that should be our alpha channel. One final thing that's really important is to definitely activate the pre-multiplied key. All I should have to do now to bring this online is click the on air button for the downstream keyer, and sure enough, there's the graphics. So again, I can select our graphic here in the rundown. Let me just move this. Well, I think you can see everything here. So if I go ahead and take next, you should be able to see that go out, and some other graphic. We've just moved up to the top here. I can select this again and just say take in on page 47. And all of those graphics are coming out over my broadcast. And so from this ATEM now, I can stream through OBS like I'm seeing it right now, or I can output to SDI for a larger broadcast. And of course, this is just an ATEM SDI with only 4 inputs, but if you have a constellation with more inputs, you have the ability to support more graphics. In fact, I could have multiple pairs of RGB alpha coming out of a single rundown to output graphics for lower thirds, as well as score bugs in the corners, etc. Just one final note here is that if I'm using my downstream key with something like the media player, I can use my upstream keyer on the ATEM instead. So if I scroll up, I do have my upstream keyer. Normally this gets used for green screen. I have an Ultimat, so I'm just using that. So that frees up the upstream keyer to go ahead and handle graphics if we want to. So again, key source will be camera 3. Fill source will be camera 4, and I've got pre-multiplied is activated, so I should be able to put this on air, and sure enough, there it is. I hope this helps. Until next time, have fun.